Hello. How's it going? Happy Monday. Happy art stream. Happy tipsy 3D modeling. Fucking Inkopolis square from Splatoon. Sorry, I was struggling real hard there to plug in my laptop on the side. Anyway. Yeah, happy Monday. Doesn't feel like Monday. I don't know why. I kept thinking it's Tuesday, and I really genuinely don't know why. Anyway. Welcome to week 6 of cloning Inkopolis Square from Splatoon. Well, what's going on with the window? This do be how it looking right now. Oh dear gosh, where is everything? Yeah, so as you can tell, my block out was like kind of huge, honestly. I think I used up more space than I actually needed in real, but it's fine. Anyway, on the so as you can see, I did ammo nights at some point last week, throughout the week last week. Last week I did the little music arcade machine. Ah! Jesus Christ, why am I? Okay, there you go. I just actually rebuilt the lighting, so let's save real quick. But yeah, today I plan to do the arcade building, but first we got the roller. I'm gonna be doing the roller. Oh gosh, someone's playing Nico Nico. Look at this dude! Look at this dude. Hello, Dex. How are you doing today? How was school? Apparently you were not paying attention and just watching TikToks instead. You know, as you do. Alright. Yeah, we all know how excited I am to do the roller because I fucking love the roller. Best weapon. Well, not necessarily best weapon, but my favorite weapon to play in Splat. So, I mean, okay, real quick. Like, all the other weapons that are hung up on the wall. By the way, audio is a little louder today than normal, like the music. So let me know if it's too loud. I turned it up because it seemed a bit quiet in the past, but I don't know if I turned it up too much. But, like, do you see the charger, the splatter shot, the dualies? They're literally just images. But the roller is an actual model. At least that's what I suspect, because like you see it has depth on it, and like these are obviously just images. It looks like the handle might just be like a cutout, but the the roller part is actually like a true model, which is like, you know, proof that roller is a superior weapon. In my eyes, at least, my loving eyes. Maybe I'll do 4. Yeah, I'm gonna... Okay, so I have a picture of, like, what the roller looks like from a bunch of different angles, because doing the handle might be a little bit difficult, in terms of, like, you know, all these tiny little details here, and just, like, kind of understanding, like, what's perpendicular to the roller, you know, and what's not, and, like, which direction this gap faces, but... I'll figure it out. What does the other side look like, actually? Okay, so it's straight up attached, so... Okay, yeah. I think I get it. So, go away. Be gone! Be gone! Get out of my face, you're making the screen tiny. Be gone. What? Oh, there's a way to make it... Oh, there we go. Collapse it. There we go. Much better. Alright. Actually, I would say even these faces can be a little bit... Yo! Hi, Kevin! How goes it? You still at code help right now? 'Cause it's not 10 yet. How are you doing today? Yeah, code help. I hope you didn't have too many people showing up asking annoying questions. Annoying both in the sense of like easy questions, but also like stupidly difficult. I'm so done with peeps today. Oh no. Why? Who asked a dumb question? Is it the one dude that you mentioned that always comes to see you and then goes to see Carson, and you guys always both tell him the same thing? You know, I wonder if I actually just straight up gave it too many. Yeah, it's only, it's a hexagon. Okay. So I will have to change that a bit. But only... Oh! There's Inkling sounds being played. Who's playing Inklings? Wallaby Track. Thank you for Inkling. It's just easy questions like, how did you not solve this yourself? Oof. Are they like in intro classes? Love the beats. Yeah, man. This is the Game Chops DJ, or not DJ, sorry, Glitch City Animal Crossing mix or song. Yeah, but yo, check out this sick command we got to check out the playlist. But yeah, how's it going, Wally Track? You here for some big productivity? Also, yeah, Kevin, intro classes do be like this. But it's okay, you know. They're gonna be big brains real soon. They're gonna be like, wow, remember that Kevin dude that helped us when we were like P-brains? Yeah, that dude was cool. Ah. I'm gonna start over, actually. I messed up. I wasn't paying attention. I think I didn't get that far, honestly. I gave it what? I think it was 4 on the count. Oh, whoa, that's too many. Also, Dex, you got Pure of Special Saver? Damn, dude, you know I use a lot of Special Saver because I love Special Saver. Also, I think I asked this earlier, but just anyone let me know if I have the audio a little higher than normal today. So if it's too loud, let me know and I can turn it down. Arigatai! Hi, I did a thing, that's me and Tush. Okay, Dex. Dex, I always feel like your messages have some sort of cryptic other meaning. Because I'll be honest, sometimes I read them and I'm like, I'm not too sure what you're talking about. I need to be educated in your cryptic ways. Shoot! I'm about to literally make the same mistake I made the first time. This needs to be set to 18. There we go. That way I can comfortably make it hexagon. No one will remember me. Kevin, I remember you. I will remember you. Because currently I know you, so this is not coming out the way I wanted it to, but I think you know what I mean. But listen, don't underestimate the memory of being helpful to people. They remember that shit. It's pretty good for Splashdown. It is good for Splashdown to just have like insane mass power saver. That way, like if you I mean, Dex, you know, like when you respawn after dying and you can instantly charge your splashdown and then just super jump, it's great. I'm watching an interesting documentary series on Netflix. I thought I'd stop by while I watch. What you watching about? Hi, Sampleton! Oh my goodness. Sampleton, I was just telling Dex, I'm like, sometimes, well, this one I understood, but sometimes, Dex, you put things into chat and I have to like do some mental flips. I'm like, I don't understand what this means. What is this secret language of the gods? But how's it going, Sampleton? We meet again. Haha. Okay. I'll stop. I think this could be a tiny bit larger. And... Kabam! Oh no! What did I do? I don't know what... I don't really know what I just did. Something happened. I don't know if you guys could see, but like... I had some like... It was weirdly extruding. And then like my screen flickered a little bit. Oh, no, don't merge those. Please. An old friend recognized me when I subbed to a streamer the other day and DM'd me. Oh? Oh? They were both in the chat? You guys were both in chat? That's sick. Dex out here giving us the answers to the questions we didn't know we have. So we won't understand until the future. Man, that's deep, bro. Also, I'm gonna open YouTube every once in a while again so the music doesn't stop. It's really annoying how YouTube's like, do you want to keep playing? And I'm like, of course I do! Never stop! Doing well, how are you? I'm doing alright as well. About the same, like, I mean, you saw earlier, I'm like, I'm feeling a little burnt out the last, like, couple of years. Just last couple of days, so taking it a little easier. I took it a little easier today, didn't do a lot of work, and just kind of like, I played a lot of Splatoon. I didn't actually even play that much Splatoon. I played for like 30 minutes, and then I just like kind of went and laid in my bed and had like a crisis for like half an hour, for like, actually like an hour. That didn't happen. That did not happen. I'm just memeing. But I definitely took it a little easier today than like most days for the last like week. Alright. I would say I still, you know, this could stand. Oh dear, it's because I extruded. Okay, bump, 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 boink. Okay, I think you can go in a tiny bit more. Yeah, I'm pretty content with this. Let's say. I mean, I'm not too sure what the roller looks like on profile. I don't think it extends out that much though. Alright, get ready for some EP curve abuse. Turn on autoplay. I do have autoplay on. Oh, do you mean like... Yeah, no, but I turn it off because then that way it won't loop the playlist properly. It's called The Innocent Man. God bless the Innocence Project for helping wrongfully convicted people to get freedom. To protect this murders in Oklahoma sent 4 innocent men to prison. Yeah, like, I mean, how? I mean, I do and don't understand. Like, there's a lot of, you know, undertones in who does and doesn't go to prison sometimes. But it's like, how can you wrongfully send someone to prison? Like, how? And like, I'm sorry. It just the amount of people that go to prison wrongly is just shocking, honestly. It's like, and the thing is, like, even when there's like so much evidence that proves they didn't do it, it's still hard to get them out of prison. It's kind of ridiculous. You know, I'm gonna have to fix the... I think this is good for now. Wait. Taking it a little easier. Yeah, I mean... I'm starting by knocking off all the easier things and like things that I enjoy doing a little bit more on off my to-do list. I barely play games these days, but Kevin, you're a game designer. That's illegal. Play more games. Play more gem. I'm reading an article about the election, and I need to write a response on it. Oof. What's like? Do you have to write anything in particular, or just like your thoughts on it, like a particular article? Is the article about the furries that invaded Four Seasons Total Landscaping that I just posted into the Discord? Because that shit was hilarious. I almost fell out of my chair, honestly. Actually, it's probably... I should probably on control vertex. Honestly, to be completely honest, I think I can actually delete... how do I delete these points? Actually, I'll extrude still, and then I can delete these points because this part is actually, like, totally flat, so it's irrelevant, basically. Like, I didn't need to extend the curve. Basically, I didn't need to extend the curve as far as I did. Oh dear. Can I get this back to 0? Yeah. Thank goodness I didn't freeze the transform on it. Yeah, I think that's about right. Okay. Oh boy. That's so terrible, but I can imagine it makes for a very interesting documentary. Yeah, it's like everything in retrospect is so much more entertaining. Zelda and Chill. Yeah, this is an awesome album, yo. Amazing. Game Chops is great. I love them. I cried during one of the episodes because the guy went to jail and his daughter grew up without him, and he went and his daughter told him when he got out was 24. Again, you can't separate parents and children. I've talked about this before. You can never get that time back. Exactly, Sampleton. What's Thursday's stream about and Sunday? Thursday, I've actually decided will probably be Olka meet, so I can finish it. Because we're really close to the end, actually. And then Sunday will probably be starting Mario 64, I think. From what I've seen, if you are poor, then your chances of equal justice are almost non-existent. Yeah, existent. Yeah. Yeah. You know, on top of that, you know, there's a lot of other things which I don't necessarily... Yeah, I'm gonna say, listen. If you ain't white, your chances of equal justice are also not as great. But also, if you do not have as much wealth either, that is also... There's a lot of things that go into, like, aspects of what if you get a fair trial or not. And the criminal system in this country is busted. Secrets. Oh, sorry, Sampleton. Can't wait for Pikmin streams. Yeah, I'm so excited. I played for like half an hour yesterday, then I got kind of tilted, and I was like, okay, I need to put this game down. In Oklahoma, it's primarily poor white people. Oklahoma. Yeah. Nope. I don't really know all that much about Oklahoma, to be completely honest. I get to watch you die? What? Are you talking about in... Oh, Mario 64? Bruh. Man, Dex, that's not nice. But also, you're right. Like, why are you bullying me? I'm not wrong. I'm not even angry. I mean, I literally put death on the bingo board. Maybe poor people are targeted by police. It's complicated. Yeah. Criminal justice system is busted as hell. For sure. I mean, basically, There's a lot. Whoa, what just happened? You know, for sure gender can play a role in it too. I had an ad. What? Yeah, give me that Twitch money, but I don't really make money from ads anyway, so I wonder, I'm not happy with how this curve came out, to be completely honest. Well, I guess we kind of saw this coming. Gonna have to do a lot of manual tweaking. Actually, let's fix the vertices first. Whoa, why do I have so many objects selected? Oh, dear God. Actually, I did, okay, no, I did a bad. I did a thumb. I did a stupid. I did a pea brain. I shouldn't have deleted that many faces. I'll delete, like, up until there, because then I can flatten these ones out a little better. I don't even need soft select for that. Whoa, not that. Flatten these out, I think that would be good. Just gonna take a look at. Oh, what's happening? Oh, there's a raid. Oh my gosh! Hello. Hello. Welcome. Ooh, woo! Sorry, I just shouted that. But anyway, hello, Rose of Battle. Thank you for the raid. Welcome to me not understanding curvature. But yes, thank you again for the raid. What were you all playing? I hope stream went well and everyone's having a good day. Ooh. Thank you for the follow, Shantella. That is a beautiful username. Abra Nevea Heaven. Oh dear gosh. You posted a link by accident. It's okay. It do be like this sometimes. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold up. Everyone is gonna get individual inkling sounds. Are you ready for this? This one's for Abra Nevea. Oh, bro. Oh, dear. Too many inklings. Slow down. And Jenna. Oh. Jen Art Music. There we go. I'm sorry, I had a stroke trying to read your username. There are so many sounds being played right now. Also, you. Thank you. Also, yeah, Simpsons did predict like everything. What hasn't been predicted by The Simpsons at this point? Luna the Fox. Thanks for follow. That was a whole lot that just happened. Thank you so much. My little heart is exploding a bit. And these sounds are chaotic and I'm glad people love them. Oh boy. It is heaven backwards, yeah. I don't know if you know, do you know Kit Boga, the programmer, Twitch streamer? I specifically know it's heaven backwards because of, they have a character on, that they use for scams called Nevea. That's specifically where I know it from. But Yeah, I'm glad people are enjoying the sounds and the follow alerts. But thank you for calling it cute. Some people like to call it cursed. I think it's amazing, so. But I'm glad people. I'm glad that it hasn't scared people off. That's the most important part. But yeah, Rose of Battle, what were you streaming? Also, wait, have I played Splatoon with you before? I think I have. On Elfion's stream? Also, yeah, to preface, what I'm doing right now is we're working on some 3D models. We're cloning Splatoon, Inkopolis Square, because my obsession with the game has gotten way out of hand. And that's lovely. Stop selecting. You know what? I should just move them further away because I keep selecting the building by accident. Keep playing. I swear if you stop and say, "Do you want to keep playing the video?" I will end you. I will literally personally cancel YouTube. Dido dayo. Oh, you guys discovered the Franker Faces emotes. We've definitely played Splatoon together. Yeah. You were the true pro gamer. I remember you carried my ass at least. Did more some Splatoon tonight. Big Splat. I often think about, like, since on stream I'm, like, doing Splatoon stuff and I have the game open so I can, like, run around Inkopolis Square and take pictures of... I should actually probably close the game for now so I don't, like, spike my hours even more. But I'm just like, what if I just started playing Splatoon on stream? Would people be mad? Well, I mean, I don't think anyone would be mad. Who would get mad? Dear God, what is this curvature? Holy. Nope, that ain't it. That ain't it. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I need a better picture. Oh, how am I gonna do that? That looks like I have regret. That's not a good picture. Actually, okay. This doesn't seem so bad, actually. Oh dear. Don't zoom like that, I guess. What? Don't be gone. Just give me the freaking image. Alright. I wish I could make 3D models. Me too, man. I just keep practicing. Takes me a long time to spit out simple things, but hey, it's a learning it's a learning curve. I will play with you 24/7. What? I wish I could stay awake that long to play games. I'd love to watch you play Splatoon. Do you only do art on stream typically? Mondays are art days. Tuesdays are Splat days. On Tuesdays we play Splatoon, except when I get cucked by server maintenance, which is actually kind of frequent. But don't worry about it, you know. Oh god, I need to think about how I'm gonna do this. Okay, like, it breaks in the middle. It's too... I'm impressed that you've made all this. Thank you! It's taken us 6 weeks on stream to get this far. And I'm surprised I haven't given up yet. Jesus fucking Christ, how do I do this? It splits, so like, Okay. I have a jank idea. I have a janky AF idea. Will be good. This might not work. It might work, and it might just be like a bad idea. It might not work. It might work. I think I had a stroke there. I was trying to say like normal words and nothing was coming out correctly. Alright. Oh, let's delete that history before it crashes, Maya. Ooh, wait, did the ooh not work, Dex? Wait a minute. Ooh, oh. Ooh. Okay, good. I did connect chat box. Some of the Splatoon weapon designs are odd. Yeah, they're odd. But yeah. But it's fine. What? Nani? Oh. don't know what just happened there. I don't know why they didn't actually properly separate. Okay, actually, this was not a bad solution. Being honest, this was not a bad solution. Dex, I'm not sure why I'm not too sure why the sound commands aren't working. I'm sorry about that. What's your favorite weapon to use in Splatoon? The roller. Wallaby Track. I don't know if you're still around, but Wallaby Track calls me Roller Mama for a good reason. And the reason is not actually that I'm, like, good at the weapon. It's just that I play it obsessively. Okay. I would like more angles of the weapon. Excuse me. Actually, this is... Ooh! Wait, this is straight up the image that I'm using. Okay. I think I can get this. So that's like a cubish. Imagine. Cubish, the Pokemon. Also, hold up. I gotta activate emo only chat. Sorry, dudes. Oh, it's already on. It activated itself. Oh, Uwu worked that time. Oh, because you played it on sound bits. Interesting. Are you gonna try and model an Inkling? Probably not in the near future. Maybe in the future, but not the near future. I have wanted to try sculpting an Octoling, but I'm really not that great at sculpting. But it could be an opportunity to learn. Rollers and chargers. Hell yeah! I'm really bad with charger because I play without motion control, but I'm trying to get better. But I want to know what everyone's mains in chat are. All the Splat players in chat. I want to know what everyone mains. What's going on? Do I have overlapping faces? No, I don't. We're fine. Why is that? I don't know what just happened. Also, whew. Hello, Nevik. Welcome. I'm gonna. Hi, Nidu Cat. You're here. Just Nidu Cat always has impeccable timing. You're here for emote only chat, and we're talking about Splat. But how's it going, yo? I'm also gonna take this opportunity to do a big fat plug. And since it's emo only chat, nobody can protest. It is my will. That wasn't cursed at all. Like, what is this curvature? Ah! Okay, okay, let's dumb it down a little bit. There's like one rectangle here, and one rectangle in the middle. So, also, sorry, I've been like staring at the same thing for like the last 5 minutes. I suddenly lost my concentration. It's just too many fun people to be talking to in chat right now. Yeah. Let's flatten it a little bit because it seems a little chonky. Okay, so this... What the fuck? Had the face... There we go. Okay. I think I know how to do this. Potentially. Or I think I know at least a way to do this. That will work. So is this gonna be like a bad idea to bevel? Also, I did forget to say, the rules for turning off emo only chat is people gotta play 3 of the same sound in a row. Not necessarily one person, but people gotta work together, yo. Honestly, you know, you can't really even see the roller. I'm going so ham. Like, wait a minute. This is a dumbed down version of the real roller. It doesn't have this okay, you know what? Screw it. More Inklings happening. Oh, okay, emo only is off. Nice. Thanks, Sampleton. Be gone. Mesh fill hole. Okay, you know what? Since it was already there, I'm gonna keep it. I don't know why a fill hole wasn't working. I just couldn't fill the hole. That wasn't a curse sentence. But alright, hold up. I mean, Splat Roller started sculpting an Octoling RL, but I had to take a break with the clay due to my siblings being home because pandemic. Oh. Man, that's a bummer. Sorry to hear that, but I mean, you'll be able to. I'm hoping. I'm assuming you'll be able to start it up again. Well, I don't know. Maybe not soon, but I hope you can get back to it eventually. But I'm glad I have a fellow roller player in chat. Rollers are superior. Clearly. Obviously. Okay. This might not work. Bevel! No. I want to bevel the edges. Sorry, not the face. Bevel! Actually, let's do that. And then that. Yeah, that's perfect, actually. Let's, combine all the necessary verts. So many cool Splatoon emotes, I know, right? There's like the Twitch or people on Twitch have amazing, like, people who do a lot of Splatoon streaming. They have amazing, like, Splatoon emotes. I do arrow spray. Wait, Nevik, I didn't know you played Splatoon. I genuinely did not know this. We should play sometime, and you can carry me. I'm switching from custom dualies cultures to clear dapple dualies. Hold up. I don't know a lot of these weapons by name. Oh, okay. Man, I'm so bad at dualies. I have such respect for people who play dualies because I have a really hard time with the rolls. Like, for me, like, just, that ain't it, chief. Alright. Will this work? That... Okay! Okay. I'll allow it. Again, I'm probably putting in way more detail than I have to in this. Okay, let's do, this bad boy. Should it be better as a cube or a cylinder? Let's try a cylinder, and if it doesn't work out, we just do a cube. We do cube-coon. Ah! Ah! No! I switched between Fresh Squiffer and Kensa Dynamo. Oh, Dynamo players also scare me. Like, I love rollers, but I struggle so hard with Dynamo Roller. It's bad. Very different playstyles, but somehow make it work. That's what's called a pro gamer. Just not even a pro gamer move, just a pro gamer. Like I said, though, you know, the time we played together, I will certainly say one of us carried the other, and it was not me carrying you. Maybe I should have actually. I was thinking about using the deform tool to make this curve, but I was like, nah, that's overkill. And now I'm just like, oh dear God, please give me the curve tool. Ah, this is not going well. This is so uggy. The curvature. Ooh. I have a huge brain idea. Yeah, Nidocat earlier when you said oh whoa, and I was like, excuse me. I felt extremely called out when you're like, you're one to excuse me, my oh whoa, and I felt called out, but you're not wrong. Are you a sneaky player or not? I'm usually a pretty sneaky player, like in any of the ranked modes, like, you know, everyone charges towards the center of the map, either for the Rainmaker or to grab the zone or the tower. I usually do not go straight out of the gate for the goal. I actually try and get to the backside and surprise attack people and murder them a little bit. Like I said, guys, remember all the times that I'm just like, Penguin's peaceful! And then also am like, I'm gonna go murder these bitches in the spawn zone. I don't harass people in the spawn particularly, but I definitely sneak in the back as much as I can. I probably shouldn't have said that, because now everyone knows how I play. Oh dear. But I suspect it's something that, like, people can figure out really fast after playing, like, a match or two with me. That it's like, hey, watch out, this bitch coming in the back door. Yeah, I'll take it. Bring this in a bit. Dynamos are slow but so scary. I know, so like people with like insane swim speed up with dynamo rollers, they're the scariest shit in the game. You acted so shocked. Listen. Well, yes, but yes. Am I a hypocrite? Maybe I am. What is this circle? What the hell? I've never seen that before? Okay. Babble. Again, I'm doing way more detail in this than I have to because, like, you're not really gonna be able to see this. And inside the shop, I suspect... I'm not really sure if inside the shops it's illustrations or... Actually, yeah, this does straight up look like the actual, like, this is a 3D, like, space. And just they use the actual models on the wall. It's not an illustration. Flanking is good. Flanking is very good. I just wish I was intelligent enough to, like, dynamically react, but otherwise I'm just like, hey, I'm gonna keep going in the back door, and then before I notice it, like, the tower is at the 3rd checkpoint, and I'm just like, well, fuck. Bold of you to assume I'll remember to use it against you. You know what? Please do, by all means, forget to use it against me. Off to go get ready for bed, but have a great night. Alright, thank you for coming by, Rose. And thank you for big raid. But hope to catch you on some Splat sometime soon. And if we're on opposite teams, please don't murder me. Please. I'm not that good at the game. Just have mercy on me. Jesus Christ, why am I struggling with this so much? This isn't even particularly a... Ah! There we go. Difficult object to make. I'm just really not having... I'm just straight up not having a good time. That's really what it is. Okay. Oh, jeez. How does it attach? Okay. Ooh, this is... Wait, this is really helpful. Okay, I would say... Can I rotate? I have to rotate this a little. No, I rotate too much. No! Come back. Splats again. I guarantee you'll be carrying in my ass. Don't worry. It is a low bar. I'm like so confused on how to make this. I need... Okay. I think I got it. Mayhaps. Wow, I've been here for almost 45 minutes, unable to just like move forward from this. That's not good. Just make it. Thanks, Kevin. That's really helpful. Also, welcome back, Dex. Dex, you always say, like, BRB, I'm gonna go shower. You shower incredibly fast. It looks good. Thanks, Kevin. Again, I'm like kind of half making it up because I don't entirely understand what it looks like. Why did I rotate it like that? Boink. Like, I know I could easily go find some better reference for this as well, but the fact is, like, I'm not... When you're standing in Inkopolis Square, this is not particularly easy to see, so I'm actually, I think, putting more time and detail in this than I really should be. Or even, not should per se, but like need to be. Because, like, I mean, you're already seeing the basic shape of the roller, right? So I'm gonna smooth out a couple of these edges before I forget. Because they were pretty bumpy looking. Doesn't need to be exact. Exactly. Exactly. It's better than anything I could do. I bet, you know, I bet you could do this. That's the nice thing about 3D modeling, because I feel like it's kind of something, because I've always wanted to do something like artistic, but I don't really consider myself an illustrator. So I'm like, hey, I don't need to be able to illustrate to like do 3D modeling. Maybe it's helpful for sculpting in particular, but you know, anyone can pick it up. But I mean, insert eyes emoji for the Octoling sculpture. Clay sculpture. Did I really just say insert eyes emoji? I think... Wow, okay. Ah, jeez. That was a little bit cursed. Not gonna lie about that. But it's okay. I produce the most cursed content, so... Is it... I can't tell if this is like one piece or... Well, that's not helpful. Okay, yeah, it is one piece, like it's bridged in the center. Oh, wrong file. I almost wonder if I actually should have used a cylinder rather than cubes for this. No, 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 no. I actually did it good, I think. Let's try this. This might not work, but YOLO. Guys, YOLO is like from 10 years ago. I really should have left that shit in like 2012. I can draw, but I can't model stuff. Hey man, you know, drawing's a good skill to have. Like I said, I consider myself a really garbage illustrator. Not garbage, but like, I don't consider myself an illustrator, so... it is why I took to some refuge in 3D art. But what's your... What do you like to draw? My mains are Kensa Sloshing Machine, Slosher, Fresh Squiffer, and Kensa Rapid Flasher. Slosher? Which Slosher, Dex? I feel like I don't actually... I feel like these days I see you playing a lot more Charger, honestly. But then again, lately I've only ever been playing like meme matches with you. Okay, what's gonna happen if I soften this edge? Nothing. Absolutely nothing happened. Remember pwned. Yep. Oh boy. Keep forgetting. Twitter! Oh! Am I getting a follower on Twitter? Oh, thank you. What's the latest thing I tweeted actually? I'm gonna check real quick. Best thing about doing research for 3D modeling is the weird adverts I get based on my search history. Lots of suggestions for standing garbage bins, pickaxes, and the claw from claw machines. It's RAR XD time. No, please, let's not do this. Again, like I said, let us leave that shit in 2013. Please, spare me. I beg of you. Have mercy on my soul. I don't know if this was a good idea, to be completely honest. I don't think this one through. No! Undo, undo. Undo. I gotta be better at, like, not selecting extra faces by accident when I extrude. It's a really bad thing that, like, I've been trying to get better with, like, you know, turning on wireframe and making sure I only have the faces that I want selected. But it's a really bad habit that I have to, like, really just recklessly extrude stuff. I just use Twitter for game dev and art. Yeah, I've been doing, that's like, I really don't use Twitter all that much still. I've been using it really active, like, a lot lately for, just to be following the US presidential election. But I don't use Twitter all that much myself. Like, I used it for a long time just to post screenshots from my, Switch, because I don't have a... Okay, so I actually did get a micro SD card recently. However, I don't have, like, a reader is the problem, so that was useless. But I still just post it to Twitter so I can save them. Whoa! What happened?! Oh, it's okay, I have to harden these edges in particular. Ba-bam! Also, wait, I need to follow the cat back. I just realized I opened Twitter and I was like, huh, tweet! And then... Big top bork. Need to get, I love that. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna. How do I follow some? Wow, did I literally just say? How do I follow someone? If that wasn't the most, I've literally swung back and forth between Zoomer and Boomer within the last 5 minutes. Like. Goes around screaming like YOLO! And then also is like, how do I follow someone on Twitter? This is fine. Oh no, Doomer, yes. Exactly. What can I say? You know, I could just say I'm a incapable of speaking. I'm a generational chameleon. Yeah, is that a skill that people can have? I adapt my audience. I can make jokes about I can make jokes about make dad jokes. I was like, oh god, what's a boomer joke? Oh, this is getting kind of like worse by the second, but it's fine. Me getting followed back by you. Nani? Listen, man. Turn up. Show up. You follow me, I got your back, yo. I love the NASX Mario Lo-Fi. What are we listening to right now? It's just, oh yeah, it's just the Chiltendo mix. I fucking love Game Chops. The music is amazing. That ain't it, chief. That it. Oh, well, okay. Let's do a little bit, because there is a bit of curve there. And then we extrude. Extrude this bitch. There's a little bit of a curve, so I'm gonna try and, like, simulate that a little bit. But it's not a big deal, I think. Okay, well actually, first off, this is rounded out a little bit, so I'm gonna have to manually do this, I think. No, why do I always do that? Like, I always bevel all the faces by accident. I'm like, that's literally not what I wanted. Come on, computer, just read my mind. Like, I thought you guys were gonna dominate the world. How are you ever gonna dominate the world if you can't even read this pea-brain's mind? Actually, you know, I don't even need to bevel. This is fine. Bring dead out a little. Wait, no. Vertex. Do you play ACNH? Who doesn't? That's also a good point. But I do. I love Animal Crossing so much. I actually haven't played in like 2 days though. And I hope my villagers don't miss me too much. Or actually, what day is it today? It's Monday. I haven't played since Friday. Oh no. I'm just busy on the weekend. But I have an island full of penguin villagers. And it's amazing. They're so cute and so round and just like, oh, I would die for them, even though they're just textures. Aberneve, I'm assuming you do play Animal Crossing. I want to ask who your favorite villager is. It's a very important, very intellectual question. Dear God, what's going on with all the curvature? Again, this doesn't need to be perfect because it's all in the shop. Which, very obviously, there's a different set of models being used when you're inside the shop and outside of it, so... And also, like, this is some Humpty Dumpty over here trying to fucking clone Splatoon. Of course it's not gonna be perfect. Let's reharden these edges, though, because it's unfortunate. Harden it. No. Harden edge. There we go. I love Animal Crossing. Picking one villager is really hard, but probably Ellie, Sherbert, Anna. Wait, who's Annabelle? I don't know who Annabelle is. Not the horror film. Oh! I feel like I've seen literally every anteater, but I've never seen her. She's cute. Ooh. Look at. I love how they all look slightly fuzzy, but like, look at her ears. It's purple. Look at her little purple hooves. Hooves? Do anteaters have hooves? Feet? Do anteaters have feet? It's not a claws? Okay, I'm gonna call them claws, because that seems right. Ooh, science! Yes, she's very cute. Honestly, like, there's, like, most of the villagers in Animal Crossing are so cute, and then, like, there's a few, like, really ugly ones, which is, like, no good. But most of them are so cute. I want to ask, actually, do you have a least favorite villager? Oh my gosh, is that detached? What happened? What? What? When did that get detached? I mean, it's fine, but it's not fine. Did I... Huh? How did I pull this off? Okay, you know what? It's easy. Easy fix. Well, that's bonkers. I'm gonna have to, I like am almost tempted to be like, alright, I'm literally gonna play back the stream and we'll wait and like look at the moment that I did that. Because I really do not remember that happening. I know I extruded downwards. Well, extruded inwards and then downwards, I think. But I thought I didn't think it separated from the like the two faces became separate. Anyway. And then you merge. Always merge as many verts as you can, folks. Actually, I think it's fine. Again, not an important detail. I hate the player character villager. Why can't I be a Kevin, you know how I feel about furries. I'm gonna have to ban you. I'm gonna have to ban you. Finally done with work. Nice, Sue. Now go... I don't know, like take a hot bath or something. Unwind, my man. Don't tell me, no, I don't have time to take hot bath, I need to work. Okay, hot bath is like a creepy thing to say, but like... let's multi-cut, there it is. I think I probably should cut that, yeah. Yeah, there's a little bit of a weird curve going on there. What's wrong with furries? Listen. I must say, I do not understand furries sometimes. Or any of the time. I will also publicly admit that I think the joke on this stream of my hate for furries has gone so out of hand. Gotten so out of hand. Like, basically, a big joke of this channel is Penguin hates furries. I think I screwed up a lot here. This is like questionable. But you know what? It's fine. Okay. We can move on, I think. Okay, so... from the side, right? If you have hair, you are a furry. Wait, but I have hair. Oh no. Wait, Kevin, not like this. Please, no! Sorry, I just drank water very loudly. Which side of the mesh am I looking at? I think I might actually have to rotate all this. Combine everything real quick. Oh, wait, I'm trying to imagine this. So the handle, the roller is a slight tilt forward on this, like, if this is the straight center line. So it's this side, there we go. It's this side that, has this curve part. And then the other side just goes flat down. Okay, I get it. I think. And actually, this isn't even... Wait, now I'm mildly confused. Hold up, let me... okay, so it's not centered with the roller, that's why. I'm friends with a bunch of furries and I'm low-key a furry, so I just wanted to check it wasn't an actual issue. Alright, since, okay, I must clarify since the penguin fucking hates furries joke is, again, like I said, getting out of hand. Hey man, you do you. I personally don't really care. For me, furries is not my thing, not my cup of tea, but if it's what you're into, hey man, Don't let the haters hate. Ah, why is it going the other way? Eee! Okay. Eee! Well, Penguins the Furry have to follow through on our contract. I did tell Sampleton once if he ever figures out, if he ever finds that I've become a furry, he has to, like, off me. Is joke. Did I think I might have actually rotated everything the wrong way. I'm getting very confused right now by the perspective on the camera, but it's okay, I think. I'm just gonna try and match it up, so... Okay, I think actually for one, this can go a bit more like that. Maybe not that far. This can also go out a bit. Also, what is that emote, Kevin? Is that Pennywise from It? Jeez, I really did not think the roller would take this long. I'm actually struggling quite a bit with this. I feel like actually that is kind of how 3D modeling do be though. It's like, oh, this will only take me like an hour, and then 3 days later you're still like, help, please. I just want to go home. I want to see the sun. Clown rat, clown rat. Clown rat, clown rat. Yeah, no. Maybe one day I'll like properly model the roller, but this is not the day. To be completely honest, I didn't really want to spend this long on the roller either. I would like to move on to one of the arcade machines actually, because I'm almost done with the arcade itself, or the done with all 3 arcade machines. Yeah, I actually have everything a little bit reversed. Not a little bit, but my camera is a little backward. Not a little backwards. My camera is straight up backwards. There is a lot of amending my statements there going on, but it's fine. Reverse, reverse. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross, I think. Everybody clap your hands. There we go. I don't know if people could hear me clapping my hands with that. Surprise, Nuggy. I hope I got the... I don't know if I actually got the lyrics right. It's been a long time since I actually heard that song, so... Oof. Nervous laughter. Fear, Nuggy. Kevin, I know you don't have the BTTV extension, or the Franker Faces extension, so I love that you just like type out the emotes. It's really great. Honestly, why am I going through so much detail? I do have the extension. Oh, I thought you said you didn't at some point. Okay. I was mistaken. I'm sorry. Honestly, I wish I had actually... I was trying so hard to keep it as one mesh. I really should have just given up that dream. Hydrate or dihydrate. Alright. Who's ready for some water asthma? Are you ready? Ooh, that was kind of a weird sounding one. I didn't like that. I don't know. I hope it didn't sound too weird for people on stream. But like, for me, that sounded kind of weird. Posture check. Actually, Sampleton, thank you for that. Perfect timing. You know what I should do? I'm gonna switch to the pillow and kneel at the desk instead of like hunching over a little bit. Thanks. I hate it. You're welcome. Again, see, this channel is all about the sounds, both cursed and not cursed. 66.6k nugs. Nice. Nice. As if the nugs weren't like cursed already. This is even better, Kevin. I might have not deleted the internal faces. I did. Yep. Be gone. Honestly, I really should have actually just made this two separate meshes, to be completely honest. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what would have been better or easier at this point. And I forgot to delete the interior faces again. Which vertices did I not merge yet? I think these? Oh, interesting. Oh no, there's only two verts left to merge because I already did the top two. Like I already did these. Okay. Okay. I would like to finish up the roller within the next 10 to 15 minutes, ideally. I feel like this might lead to bad juju if I bevel these edges, but, you know, this is what Control Z was made for. Undoing the bad juju. Honestly, not as bad as I thought. Not as bad as I thought it was gonna come out. Oh, that's bad! Are there extra? It looks like there's extra vertices. No? Okay, we're fine. Alright, let's redo the bad juju, but let's like do it less bad juju-y this time. Juju-y. That sounds kind of weird. I don't know if I like it. Okay, that came out a little less not good. Okay, there's definitely some vertices that ran into each other. Where are they? You know what? I'm gonna freaking bevel all of them. No edge will remain. Well, except the like the edge loopy ones, but. Okay, I have two options right now because I'm really starting to get unamused with how this is turning out. Option number 1. Start over. Not the whole thing, but like this part specifically. And use cylinders. I'm gonna start over, cause it's the roller. I can't do it dirty like this. It is literally my main weapon. I can't do my boy the roller dirty. But instead, we're gonna start with the handle. Don't know if this will be better or not. So I guess this whole stream is gonna be dedicated to modeling the roller. And I'm definitely gonna try and get it as close to the actual roller as I can. Pognuggy. I don't know if it's Pognuggy. Me being needlessly detailed with things that are like not gonna be in the scene. As soon as I said that, now I'm just like, I really should move on to something else, but I want to do the roller. Whoa! You're valid. Thank you. Thank you for validating my propensity to focus on non-important details. But it's the roller. How could I betray it? The roller is my great love in Splatoon. It's my babby. The top one's bigger. So, ooh, even the bottom one's even smaller than I had it set out. It is important to me. It's very important to me that the roller be the best that she can be. And I'm gonna give up on trying to make it one mesh, lol. Again, I really truly fluctuate between just like boomer that doesn't understand how to use the Twitters and is like, how do I share a memory to my Facebook feed on Twitter? I guess you could actually do that, share a tweet on Facebook, but and then I say shit like YOLO and LOL. Also, I think I just yelled that back, since I'm very sorry if I just made everyone in chat go deaf. Okay, let's take a look at this curvature. Interesting. Wait, what? What is the... What? What? So what does the roller actually look... Holy, I'm so perplexed. Okay, so that pink thingy I can ignore. Okay, so that I think is actually just the concept art, because I took a picture straight out of the... I have one of the Splatoon art books, so I took a picture straight out of it. So it's probably just concept art. I just wasn't really... I didn't actually pay attention to the labels, per se. So I don't know what's concept art and what's, like, game art. Okay. I'm gonna make sure... I'm gonna make it purposely blocky, because it's quite chonky in the game as well. Maybe I can delete all that nonsense. Fill full. Let's do that. the top is much more cubey shaped is the thing. Keep playing. Don't stop. YouTube, you are my eternal slave. Oh, I think I might know how to best... it's not best per se, but how to go about this, I think. This might be a really stupid idea in the end, but if there's anything I've learned from, like, 3D modeling, it's that everything that you're like, this might not work, and it could potentially be a very dumb idea, is actually... okay, that was a dumb idea. Let's actually merge these first. Yep. Yeah, everything that you're like, this is probably a dumb idea, it's actually potentially not that dumb. Actually, what am I doing? What am I doing? There's an even easier solution to this. Since... wait, where is it? Since I made all these cuts... nope, whoa! Why didn't I select all the vertices there? What the heck? Man, I liked using the cube for the top and then the cylinder on the bottom. I gotta think about this a little bit. I think what I should do is this. Back it up a little bit. And then alleviate. Not alleviate. What I should be doing here potentially is, because this, like right here, do you see how it flattens out? It starts to look like a rectangle, as opposed to a cylinder. So what I can do is this. Out here being a humble genius. Am I a humble genius? I see no evidence, but thank you, Sampleton. Okay. This might work. Because this is 20 edged, I believe. Yeah. That's what the default cylinder is. So, okay, now we made an ugly ass cube. Who's that, Dex? It's Numpty! Numpty! Hi!
Against the British Empire.
How goes it, Numpty? Why? What's going on? Okay, nothing's centered, but that's fine. That's easy, not easily, but that's something we can correct. Why does this look so not centered? I don't know if some interesting. I think maybe I didn't center those specifically. Numpty! How are you, my mans? Are you up for do a shift? retrospect, I might have probably should have made it more sides. It's fine. What's gonna happen if I try and bevel this? Oh, that ain't it, Chief. I probably should have made it 6 sides, but 6 doesn't divide evenly into 20, so it's fine. Unfortunately, yeah, she's got up and drinking tea and got some toast. The grind do be real. I really have truly made this so needlessly difficult. Like, the reason this is taking so long is completely me. I'm not saying that I thought the weapons would be easy, but holy shit, this is taking so long. And it doesn't even look good. Fuck it. Also, I'm gonna sit back on the chair because kneeling was starting to make my back feel too arched. Ugh. Back it up. There we go. I don't know. I still really dislike how this top part is, though, is the problem. Well, first off, I guess if I merge all those, it's gonna look ugly AF. Yeah. Do I need to take a step back and work on something else? Maybe. I was actually literally just thinking, I'm like, what if I just start, should I just go do the arcade machine, but also, like, I don't give up, but also. Okay, I'm gonna try a couple of things. And then I will scamper off and work on the arcade machine for a little bit. Because all that's left for the arcade specifically is the claw machine. It'll look less weird as well once I smooth all these edges, because all the edges are not smooth. This is big. hydrate or dihydrate. Alright, hold up. Also, stepping back can clear your mind and make it easier to approach and fix and enjoy more later. Yeah, that is very true. Also, like I said, I'm making this so needlessly, like, difficult. Because, like, again, this is something you can't particularly see from the inside of the shop. Or when you're standing outside of it, so there really is not much of a point in making it as detailed as I am right now. Just doing it because roller is the best weapon. Objectively. Subjectively objective. Or... objectively subjective? Oh, cutie. Okay. Oh wait, also here's the water asthma. Ready? And the posture check, I actually decided to sit back down in the chair. Alright. Wait, no, that's not what I wanted. Like... Maybe I didn't need to flatten out as much as I did. Huh. Anyway. Yeah, nah. I'm gonna call it on the roller for now. We got, like, this far. I mean, worst comes to worst, I'll just use this. It's not that bad. But, arcade machine time. Specifically, so I already did the dance machine, and I already did the music machine. So specifically, we're gonna do claw machine today. The claw. Claw machine front, yeah. Is that the baton? No, it's not the Billy Club. Kevin, did you? Or I can't remember. I don't know if you looked at it. I know Riley looked at it. Yeah, the Billy Club. I'm actually quite happy with how it turned out. Okay, let's move this back over here to have a reference. Oh no, please don't overlap. You looked him over? Nice. Alright. Yeah. As always, let me know if there's anything you have like a major grievance with and I can fix it. Alright. How wide is the arcade machine? Whee! Look at all these jelly dudes. They're so cute. Okay. Okay, it's a little bit wider than the entirety of the rhythm game machine. Not necessarily actually. It's about actually, because there is like the little gamepad here. So it's about the same width as that. I'm gonna close this so I don't have so many extra Maya files open. Tiny bit smaller. Charles seemed really impressed with your work for some reason. Well, because your work is... because you guys do good work. You know? You and Riley seem like a hardworking bunch. Not seem like, you are a hardworking bunch, you know? Above like the quality of work you produce, like work ethic, you know? Alright, so we do have some windows going on. Ooh woo! Ooh woo! Alright, alright. I think I can vibe with this. Did it stop? Dear God. Okay. Just moving on to the next song. Like, the amount of panic that overtook my body just now. It's like, oh God, did the music stop? Artiste. Abra Nevea. What is your medium of choice? Ow, my wrist. Hold up, we're gonna take a... We're gonna do a quick ow, wrist stretch break. Ouch, 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 my wrists. They hurt. Wait, let me... Oh, okay, that's so much better. I like popped my wrist a little bit. Carpal tunnel, am I right? Anyway. Yeah, I swear I'm going to have... I am gonna have carpal tunnel by the time I'm like 25! I don't have a singular medium. I like to draw and paint and experiment and sculpt and experiment with everything I can get my hands on. Hey, that's awesome. That's a good attitude to have too. Well, not like it's not. Well, yeah, it is a good attitude to have because it's like, you know, people sometimes restrict themselves to be like, I only do this. But hey, man, there's no limits to like expression, which is. I mean, I don't want to like be like. Art is just you use your art to push yourself. I don't even know what voice that was, but it's just like, but yeah, there is no limit to expression. That is my, that is my one intelligent thought of the day. Don't worry. I swear what I'm doing is not very important. Adding all these extra loops. Hello, Connie B. Welcome. Welcome to stream. Connie B, I have a confession. I actually wasn't able to play Genshin this weekend. And then, you know, remember how you were like, you've said that every week, and I'm like, I swear this week I'm actually gonna have time. And I didn't. I haven't had time to play Genshin. I spent the weekend working again, and I cry. There's just so many bugs to fix. So many bugs to fix, and only so many engineer. But on the bright side, I probably. Well, I'll be track. I don't know if you're still here, but let's play Genshin on Wednesday. Cause we're gonna hang out, so let's play Genshin. Did I loop the? I didn't loop the playlist. All my worrying about the playlist, like the music stopping spontaneously, I just didn't straight up loop. I straight up didn't loop the playlist, like a fool. There we go. I missed one. Is that everything? I think so. Zoop. Yeah, that's good. Close to getting AR40. I like to make art of my OCs and spacey stuff. I love making intricate swirls. Ooh. I also, when I was in high school, I had a big, I feel like saying phase might be a weird way to say it, but I also had a big, I was also very into drawing swirls. Like, wow, who's into drawing swirls? That kind of sounded extremely unintelligent. But like, you know, the spiral shape is a very soothing shape. No hard edges, nice and round, calming. Something psychology of shapes. Yeah, I've read these before, but it's true, you know. Okay. I don't have it at all on top of where the actual machine is. It's a bit wide, actually. The machines that I do, I think, are slightly smaller than the screenshot that I have, so I have to shrink it all in a bit. A bit too big. Okay, no, now it's too small. No, go the other way. No, it's actually still too big. My cat is sleeping now. Toe beans! Toe beans! Swirls are the greatest. One of the favorite things are just watercolor painting swirls and loops and abstract shapes. Yeah. Like, it's so therapeutic. And I mean, I know that's not a very intelligent contribution to the conversation, because for a lot of people, art is, you know, a form of therapy. Got a little bit distracted. I was trying to do one thing. Oh! No, not that much. Why is it being so stubborn and doing in such big increments? That's better. Cool. Bam. I don't know how well beveling this edge is gonna go, but YOLO. Yeah, I really gotta stop saying YOLO so much. I think I've said YOLO more on stream, like just today, than I have on like all the streams so far combined. Whoa, what happened to that corner? Oh, okay, it got smushed. That's not too bad. Penguin, you're valid. Thank you! You know, I've never felt more validated in general than, like, during this stream. Like, you know, going hyper detailed on the roller, even though it's a big fat waste of time. And, like, saying rather unintelligent, not making new contributions to the conversation, you know. It feels good to be acknowledged. I almost said acknowledged? I don't even know what that means. What? But thank you. Whoa, it's so shiny. Look at the reflection on that. Okay. Was there a gap? I just looked at it. No, it looks like it's almost directly extruded out, so I just need this actually. Is there oh. Okay. Choked a minute. This is gonna get a little complicated. Not complicated per se, but I gotta tread a little carefully here. Brain go brrr because you're focused. I wish I could say brain go brr only when I'm focused, but my brain is always just like, ha ha ha, last two brain cells all the time. It's always the Winnie the Pooh meme with like him dancing. But hey man. My little dancing Winnie the Pooh is happy. I wonder. Actually, okay. I was gonna do the middle piece first, and then the outer pieces. But now I see it would actually be easier then to extrude this in, because then we have a proper cut. Yep. On the on this face, we'll have the edge. Let's like make that as close to flush as possible. There we go. Amazing. And we might have a couple of overlapping faces to deal with. No! Wow! Huh, neat! Okay. Yeah, oh, okay. Listen, I'm not upset. Okay, what is the... So are these... Okay, so that white part actually is part of the model. I will, however, say, though, everything inside should probably be a separate mesh because it's like kind of latched onto the glass. Also, oh god, so much glare. Everyone derps sometimes. I'm very good at walking into walls. Oh, dude, I feel ya. I have really bad spatial perception myself, and like I never particularly noticed it until I went to uni, and then I like, you know, moved into a new room, moved into the dorm, and I started walking into walls like crazy. I started walking into walls, doors, and it got to the point where my roommate would be like, "I know you're home" when I hear like, or I don't know if you could hear that, but like, ow! She could tell that when I got home because of me walking into shit. And it's, I guess, like, I never had that problem growing up at home, or, like, living in my house, like, at home in my house, because I just lived there for long enough that I was used to the spatial awareness, like, spatial setup of this space, but then moving into a new place was, like, rough. But, TLDR, I feel you, bro. And it's okay. Everyone has little things that make them special. And nowadays I get good stories. I can tell good stories out of how, like, motor controlled challenge. I don't know, not motor controlled challenge per se, but like, have no depth perception. I think that's what it is. No, what is like so many birds? Ah! No! be gone. No! Just selected. I had 3 selected by accident, and then I was trying to deselect the 3rd one, but then ended up by accident selecting a 4th one. Ah, look at the history. Be gone. Again, this is me being needlessly detailed, with like the very tiny, like, nuance, like, slight difference in that, like, see, like, this part of the beam sticks out a little bit, but I like detail. I do need those faces. Ah! Ah! Jeez. How do I properly... Will... This might not work. That worked! Sick! Yes, no point, let's still leave this edge, because we don't need it. Yeah, big poggers. Again, if there's anything I've learned from modeling, it's that try everything, even if it seems like it's not gonna work, because honestly, no, I don't want to say more often than not, but you'll be surprised at the rate at which things that you're like, this can't work. There's no way this is gonna work. This is fucked. This won't work. It works. I'm probably gonna head out in a bit, past my bedtime. Oh, yeah, I don't know if you're in the same time zone as me, but it's actually, it's almost 11 for me, so. But, thanks for coming by, and have a good sleep. Wow, I didn't mean to parrot what Sampleton said, but yes, thank you for coming by, and thank you for validating me. Honestly, I much appreciated validation. This is what it feels like to be accepted, she says, as if stream isn't already like you guys already all put up with my insane strangeness, so. But I appreciate validation at any point in time. Everyone needs validation. Yes, thank you, thank you. This was the virtual hug I didn't need. I didn't know I having a stroke. Help! Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I should have actually. Oh, I did a little bit of a stupid. It's funny. As soon as I was like, validation, this feels nice. I'm just like, oh, shiz, I screwed up a bit. But I think there's a way I can fix this. Mesh, fill hole. Mesh, fill hole again. And then there's gonna be a lot of weird stuff going on here. Don't worry about it. Bam! Well, not like that. Bam! Nope, not like that. Bam! Okay, there might be internal overlapping faces. Okay, we're good. We're good. Control Z. I'm glad, honestly, like that other, like I filled the, just like fill hole and then extruded. I didn't even know if that would work either. I'm glad it did. But yeah, Abernavea, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna plug the Discord again. I think I did, yeah, I did plug it earlier, but if you have Discord and would like to come vibe, actually, I don't know if you did join or not, but if you'd like to come vibe with us, we post memes. I feel like that's a lot of stream servers, like Twitch stream servers, so we're actually, I guess we're not that fucking special. But you know what? Guys, we're special. Yeah, for sure. Everything on the inside should be a separate mesh, because, like, look at this chaos. Not necessarily chaos per se, but, like, it would be really hard to, I don't even know why I would want to, you know, extrude from the same place. From the same mesh. Because, again, I'm a big fan of keeping things the same mesh for as long as possible, but if there's another thing I've learned from just, like 3D modeling, is that it's usually better to keep things as one mesh, if you can. But you gotta really know when to call it on the keep it as one mesh, because at some point there's a trade-off of like, well, keeping it at one mesh costs a lot of other things. And it, like, for sure, one of those things is like practicality. And just being a big old waste of time keeping it as one mesh, and then you just might not get, like, sometimes it's like keeping it as one mesh might be a little uglier than what you want to do, which is fine. But then, like, keeping it as one mesh is drastically uglier than what you need. It's like, well, okay, you know what? No, this ain't it, chief, you know? Gotta know when to call quits. Maya do be teaching us lessons, though, you know? Know when to give up, always delete your history. That might be one of the more cursed messages, but it's fine. We may have memes, but they don't have our mix of peeps. That's true. Or they may have memes. That's very true. We're a unique bunch, to say the least. Nervous laughter? Nervous laughter. Ah! No, don't select the thing on top. Don't select the thing on top! Undo, undo! Redo. There you go. And then you bridge. Bridge. Well, that wasn't a bridge. And then you bridge. Then you bridge. Your bridge. Gosh. I've said this before. Sometimes I wonder the things that really goes through my brain. I definitely have not been drinking enough water on this stream. Normally I'm like throwing back the waters, you know, taking water shots. But today I'm just like slow sipping rather than glugging. And there's the hydrated edge. You ready? Ah, refreshing water. Refreshing Asthma. Does it extend the whole width? Yeah, it does. Is it centered? No, it's not. So we can, it is possible to reuse this. However, there's gonna be a few things I need to change. First off, these faces can go. Yeeted. Mesh. Fill hole. Mesh. Fill hole. Secondly, all these faces. Make extruded a bit. How much? Not too sure. It's about 2.5 times all in all, and the top is smaller. Ooh, whoops. I didn't choose these faces back here. Mobby. That. Kind of looks like it actually goes, yeah, it goes all the way to the bottom. Or not the bottom, but like the bottom of the, not the bottom of the machine, but bottom of the window here. And this needs to be brought out. Why did that happen? What the heck? Should do it by vertex then. How far out does it go? Like a little bit between a third and a half, I say. Yeah. Like that maybe? And then stupid glare. Okay, the bars are quite thin. Okay, maybe not that thin. Better. I should probably elongate it to stretch the whole thing. Because that will probably also help me better see how thin the bar needs to be. How thin or thick the bar needs to be. Yeah, it could actually even be a little thicker, like that. Thick. Okay. Takes up less than half of the remaining space, I think. We can go a tiny bit to the left. Oh boy, my elbow, okay. And then they're definitely not like closer to the center, I think. Yeah, they're closer to the edges. Let's see if this could even go out a bit more. They can go up a bit, center them. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, the arcade machines are really fun to do because, and like, since they also don't have a lot of complex, like, geometry going on, not like the freaking roller. Ugh, I'm gonna try to do the roller tomorrow because I was like, I'm like, I want to do the roller well because the roller is my special baby. How many sides does this have? What is this? An octagon? Yeah, it's 8 sides. And then, does this have a coin slot on it? Hard to tell. No, it's just a very shiny square. Yeah, I would definitely say the claw machine, other than the claw on the inside, the claw machine is significantly easier than the rest because, for one, the machine is a perfect cube. The rest of them, see, like, the tentacles are, you know, angled. I mean, the center is just a, like, standard, like, pentagon shape. Well, not. Yeah, it's like, you know, just got, like, 5 sides and that's it. And it's just stretched out, and but then these are curved, and then this one was a bit challenging to do because of like the head and the headphones on the top, and then like getting kind of the proportion of like the bottom to the top was a bit challenging. Not challenging per se, but took a lot of tweaking. But this one is straight up a cube or a rectangle, so it's significantly easier than the rest so far. The claw might be a little time consuming. It was 8, right? It was a pentagon. Or octagon, sorry. Thank goodness for simple structures. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, these buttons are a lot like the buttons on the music machine are like much more rounded out, you can tell, but these are more flat. So I can even actually just squish the whole thing like that a bit. How large are the buttons? A little smaller. Push that. Angle it. Be a tiny bit smaller. A tiny bit smaller. That's not really all that funny, but I'm easy to entertain. Alright, alright. It's just me, or is this side a little bigger than this side? I think it is. I agree? Yeah. I mean, if you look at this side, it's about 2.75 grid, and this one... Well, I think after I adjusted it a tiny bit, I think you can even... like that, almost. So this could be, I think, moved up a little bit. More centered. Yep, there we go. Alright, let's attempt the claw. What does the claw look? Whoa! Oh, that's horrifying. So the claw has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think. The claw! Indeed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm seeing like 7, 8-ish. What do you guys? You guys think it's 7 or 8? I can't really tell. My cat's claws are dirty. Why? What's she been scratching at? Actually, it might straight up be 6. I think it's 6 actually. Alright. Because she goes outside a lot. Is she an adventure cat? Like, what's she doing outside? She only explores your backyard. I mean, the fact that your cat goes outside at all. I thought cats in general are, like, more in... I mean... Because, like, you don't have to walk cats in the same way that you have to walk a dog. She gets scared easily. Oh, the poor beep beep. The poor beep beep. I wonder if it would have been easier to do each one of those claws individually, and then just combine them, but I'm gonna try this way first, because like I said, I really prefer keeping things in one mesh for as long as I can. I'll be honest. Not a fan. Okay, I'm gonna do each claw individually, I think. About a harness, but she doesn't like to wear it. Yeah, I've seen, like, cause I've seen pictures of, like, when you took your cat out to walk. Why am I not surprised? Yeah. Lol. The moment when you do so much for your cat to love you, and your cat's just like, no. Okay, it's 3 to... It's 1 one, two, so it's two distinct bends and then the tips. As soon as someone opens the door, she zooms out, and it's so hard to catch her, but she also doesn't like the harness. She's a wildcat. To be fair, you know, I didn't like harness. I was not harnessed as a baby. That was I? I don't think so, but you know, baby harnesses. Who likes that shit? I had to corner her somewhere. She went to your neighbor's front yard? What the heck? Oh gosh, your cat be wild and Connie be. But your cat is so cute. Would if I could. I truly would adopt her. But, you know, you don't need me to tell you that pets are so expensive. There's some people who let their cats outdoors and let them roam around this supervised with my cats are fosters, so technically online outside is dangerous, and 3, they are too stupid to find their way back home. Number 3 applies to my cat only. Other cats are smart. Bruh. Maybe your cats are just pranking you because they're like, yo, if she think we dumb, we gon' be dumb. It's possible. It's a conspiracy against you. What is the bottom? And the poor wildlife they kill. Yeah, cats do like to stabby and stick their claws into things. More so than some other, you know, like house pets. Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna actually fully attach it to this thing. I'm just gonna use this as a guide to lay it out. Ow, my neck. If she gets lost outside, She'd starve. My cat is too dumb to kill anything. Kitty, no. Maybe she's actually really smart, you know? Like, she pretends that she can't do any of this shit, so she gets special treatment. And she'll never have to work a day in her life. I mean, she's a cat. She'd never have to, but... Wait, yo, this actually looks not bad. Okay, I'm about to do something that might not be a move, but... I do have all the edges selected. Interesting. Why does it look so strange? She's already very spoiled. We buy her so many cat treats for doing nothing. Freeloader. Listen, is it freeloading or being, like, smart? I mean, it could be both at the same time. But... Okay, I like that. I just really didn't like it as a fully pointy edge, so. Whoa, whoa. What happened? I had multiple, oh, it's because I had multiple vertices selected by mistake. There we go. You're right, she is gold. She is a rich owner that puts her on a pedestal. $2,500 cat, remember? That's her now. Fill hole. I'm gonna get rid of that. Mesh, fill hole. Actually, so these right now are kind of to scale with each other. Even so, this doesn't have to be as... And then I actually think almost that this face can be like that. A little bit elevated. And now we do the shrinky shrink. Yeah, see, also, so like right now also, like, I started with one, like each of the arms to the claw was originally into mesh, and then I, you know, managed to combine them into one, so. Like I was saying, modeling is like kind of knowing when to use separate meshes and when to, or something I've kind of like learned that Still learning, but kind of getting a little better with discerning is like when to use multiple meshes versus when to just try and keep it as one. And sometimes if you're lucky, you know, multiple meshes will reconverge into one. So they mesh together sometimes? Hell yeah. That was the most like dead on the inside hell yeah I've ever heard. Okay, I can't see the support beams at all. I see. They're rectangular with divots in them. Are they attached to the top of the machine or no? No. They are attached to the white thing. And they're not actually very thick. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. I was like, what happened to the edge? Since they overlap. When I adjusted the edge on the middle piece, I accidentally adjusted the edge on this piece too because the meshes overlap perfectly. Don't want to make a mesh of things, but yeah, that's all I got. Hydrate. Ready? Posture check, and don't worry, my posture is actually very good right now. Because actually, my posture is certainly a lot better. There's times when my posture is better, and the reason for it is not good. My posture is a lot better when a certain part of my body is hurting. And my neck right now is just not having it. It's just straight up not having a good time. So I might end in maybe about 5-10 minutes. I kind of just want to... I don't think I can finish the whole arcade machine. I kind of want to try and finish these. Actually, when you think about it, we're basically done once I finish the supports. So you know what? We're going to finish the supports. Man, there should be a stretch nugget option. There really should be. Well, Niducat, ask and you shall ask and you shall receive. I will add stretch channel points. Today my wrist is feeling not so bad, which is good. But the fact that my wrist ever feels bad is no good. Sweat, not what? Simpleton, you good? You good, bro? I thought implied in posture check. Posture check, I just tend to sit up more straight. And then, like, if I'm feeling like I need a stretch, I'll take a stretch. Today hasn't been as bad because I've said this before. I sit on like the footstool to a rocking chair, kind of. So the chair that I sit on actually rocks a little bit. So I've been like rocking back and forth. So, like, I think that naturally gives my hips a little bit more movement. Oh, it's two. Oh, that makes sense. That's why there's two claws. Okay. I'll let you know when I get an answer. Good luck, bro. Godspeed. That's all I got. Alright. Sorry for that huge yawn. Yeeted. Okay. Did I rotate it? Why does it look slightly rotated? It's not though. Interesting. I'm gonna go back to that. It's very cold. It's gonna I had like one arm. I'm wearing a sweater right now, but I only had one arm through the arm of the sweater because it was like a little too warm earlier. So it was like, but taking off the sweater completely made it too cold. So I ended up with a kind of bonkers solution of one arm in the sweater only. Happy medium do be hard to achieve. It do. It really do. Too cold without the sweater, too hot with the sweater. Come on. Oh no. Okay, wait. I have to undo all that because I screwed up with the faces. It's been so warm the past few days. Yeah, it's been warm where I am as well. But it's like the temperature's starting to get a little cooler again. It was really cold like the week before last week, which was also no bueno. It's like freezing temperature almost every day. There we go. I had all the faces selected proper that time. How far forward is it? Not very. It's pretty close to the very back of the machine. Well, the claw has to fit. We can maybe back a teeny. Claw's also not centered. Why is it so warm in November? It's warm because it's perfect. Yeah, I know, right? And I don't know about you, Connie B, but for me it snowed on Christmas, or not Christmas, sorry, Halloween, which was also kind of not okay. I'm gonna fix this one a little bit before I duplicate it again. But yeah, like, it shouldn't be snowing on Halloween. I don't know if it snowed for you, but it did for me. And it snowed quite a lot. Like, not a lot, but we had to shovel. Whoa, whoa, what other edges did I select by accident? It didn't snow for me, but there were some days in October that were really cold, yeah. Like, 'tis not normal. People who say climate change is not real, like, what the fuck? Not to dunk on, like, the people who don't believe in climate change, but also like to dunk on them. Alright, I think I'm gonna bring this on over into Unreal real quick, and then I'll be done for the day. Snow, I get excited to see red, orange still on the trees. Yeah, autumn is my favorite season because of the foliage. Dunk! I just said dunk very loudly, very excitedly. Come on, why can't I not? There we go. Like, why can't I go into object mode? Yeah, this claw machine definitely seems a bit, like, the bottom of the machine definitely seems a bit higher off the ground than the other machines. also seems to go in pretty deep-ish. Makes sense though, because this is one of those ones where it drops a toy. Oh, it even has a slope on it. That's a nice detail. Okay, I'm gonna honor that detail. Sick. Okay, let's give it some glass panels, and then I'm gonna bring it on over to Unreal to test it. Amazing. Yep, as always, I know it's also time to wrap up stream soon when my bladder's like, this ain't it, chief. She says as she takes another gulp of water as well. Not like sticking out on any side, is it? Okay. To also make sure it's not overlapping with this part. Okay. Anything, I'm just gonna expand this so it overlaps outward a bit. Yeah, let's all be real. The true strongest Avenger is my bladder. That was kind of a cursed thing to say, but it's okay. Oops, object. Sampleton UK? Question mark? What, you're saying my bladder isn't the strongest? Okay, let's actually not go here. I'm sorry, I brought it up, but let's not go here. So how my back just cracked. Like I sat up, like I did a bit of a big stretch backwards and my back just popped. So I will say, actually, the top can probably be a bit higher. Okay. So, let's real quick assign glass. Glass, glass, glass. Okay, let's... Mystery, duplicate, duplicate, yeah. Okay. Combine. Let's just automatically unwrap. Oh, wait, it probably, I think I screwed up a bit. Forgot to include the hole. Yeah, okay. We're gonna combine them. Mystery, freeze, transform. Keep hitting enter instead of shift. I meant to have them in the same message. Oh. I feel you there though, bro. I often try to type like apostrophes or something and I hit enter by accident. I'm like, no, I wasn't done yet, and now, oh no. Okay, the divider in the center is not big at all. However, I need to make sure it doesn't interfere with this face here. Okay, I can try and cut those out tomorrow, but I don't really want to do it right now. Like I said, my bladder is like, this ain't it, chief. Also starting to feel a bit tired, so... Especially worse when you can't edit the message retroactively. I know, right? Like, my favorite thing about Discord is being able to edit messages. Cause like, whenever I made like typos in like Messenger or something, you know, I want to go back and fix it, but then everyone always flames me like I go back and delete a message if I made a typo. Everyone's like, why'd you delete the message? You can just say never mind. And I was like, guys, do you know how many like I make typos frequently because I'm just clumsy. But yeah, anyway. Alright, let's... Sleep, Nug. Sleep! Sleep. Big sleep. Well, it's middle of the day for you, Needoo Cat. But I mean, you know, hey man, you can go to sleep whenever you want, actually. Take a fat nap right now, sounds good. Yo. I love how good everything looks in the Unreal editor. Or the model, the mesh viewer. It's great. Let's put this bad boy. Oh, okay. It's gotta be scaled for sure, as all the arcade models have had to be. I think actually I got it at the height pretty good. Nope. It's much shorter than the music machine. It's like... Oh yeah, I actually think I got pretty lucky on that. Wait, that was actually kind of the perfect size. I'm gonna sleep right now at 6 p.m. Hey man, don't let your dreams be dreams. Especially, you know, going to sleep lets you have dreams, you know, huh? But do whatever you want, yo. It's your life. Take control of it. It would be on brand for me. Yeah, you know, just when the body is tired, just sleep. You know, it doesn't matter if you're in class, or, you know, at a restaurant, or, well, don't fall asleep driving, that's bad. My sleep schedule is staying up until 4 a.m., sleeping until 11, eating brunch, napping until 5, eat dinner and stay up until 4. You know, that sounds like a good lifestyle. I've always struggled with staying asleep if it's too bright out is the problem, so, like, I've always just been, like, I've honestly... It has pros, of course, but like I really don't enjoy being an early bird sometimes, purely for the reason that's just like, oh well, I was up until like, you know, 4 a.m. the night before, and then I still wake up at 7 because it was bright. It's bright out, and that's so annoying to me. That description made me take secondhand psychic damage. Roll for damage. Alright guys, we're basically done with all the arcade machines. Yo! I didn't do the arcade yet, which I was gonna do on stream after a failed roller. But, you know, This is kind of sick. Look at all these machines. I'm really happy with how it's coming along. Hurts me too. Whenever I try to fix it, it goes back. You know, natural sleep cycles. It just kind of sucks that we live in a world that is like conformed to the sun. Ban the sun, fight the sun. I mean, knowing Sampleton, Sampleton will fight the sun. Alright, alright, alright. This is awesome. This is cool. Basically, getting close to done with a lot of things. Whoa. There's some weird, like, fraction going on. See that? Oh, I don't like that. Does it happen in the sea? Oh, it does! Well, that's bad news, but I'll fix it tomorrow. This is an Unreal thing. It's a full common. Natural sleep schedules waking up, eating, then immediately taking a nap. You know, that do be what happened when you eat a lot, though. You know, you're just like... I don't know anyone that actually snores like that, but I was exaggerating. What if I snored like that? I don't actually know what I sound like when I snore. And I honestly never hope to, because that means I'd be recording myself sleeping, and that's kind of creepy. Or someone's oh, I don't like the sound of that. You could snack throughout the day. Might be less healthy, but could help. Yeah, I've heard a lot of theories, like conspiracy theories, about whether you should eat meals or you should snack lightly throughout the day. And I'm just like... It depends on... Doesn't it just depend on your metabolism, to be honest? Like, both are equally right and wrong. Just depend on the person. I've heard that grazing isn't necessarily bad. Yeah, yeah. I have friends who are grazers. I myself am a meal chomper. I just mean that snack foods are generally packed with bad stuff. Oh, yeah, that's very true. Very true indeed. Get them quality snacks. Bug snacks. I mean, get some nuts or fruits. Have a banana. Have a mandarin. Yeah, fruit and granola and kiwi. Ooh. I'm not much of a snacker. When I eat, I like to eat full meals. Same. Like, if I get hungry at like 4, even though dinner isn't like, even though I eat dinner around like 6:30 or 7 p.m., I'll be much more inclined to be like, man, I'm gonna suck it up and then just have a nice, fulfilling dinner. After I go lay in bed, or after I go eat, I lay in bed and my bed is so comfy, it makes me sleepy. Hey, man. Being in school doesn't help either, though. I'm so sleepy all the time. Then screw the snacks. Yeah, screw the snacks. Don't say that about the snacks, please. So, is this the right width still? Yeah, it is. Okay. Alright, anyway. My bladder's, like, about to explode, so I'm gonna, like, close up. Let's close that now. Anyway. Thanks, guys, for coming by! Today was big fun. Honestly... I'm like getting real close to being like, yo, what if I did art stream twice a week? Just because I enjoy doing it so much. But anyway, can I get an F in the chat for the failed roller? I'll try and do it tomorrow because I was like getting... It was just a lot of experimentation because like the kind of shapes that the handle of the roller was made of, I'm like, I'm not really quite... I don't know, there was a lot of shit, like weird shapes going on that I kind of think I have to like look at a little bit more and just like experiment before I can really fully grasp how to do it. But thanks for the Fs. But anyway, next stream is tomorrow. Yeah, it's still Monday, 3 minutes until Tuesday for me. For us, I know Connie B, Sampleton, you and I are all of us are in the same time zone. But yeah, Splat is at 8:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow, as always. So thanks again for coming by. Nidu Cat, have a good day, or it's actually your evening. And Sampleton, Connie B, have a good 4 or really butt fuck o'clock early ass Hours? I don't really know what... I think I'm losing my mind a little bit, but... Splat? I'll try to play some if I can. Yes, come Splat. Come Splat with us. But anyway, I'm gonna stop talking, so... Hope to see you tomorrow.